All right, I don't know if you know this about me, but I love my tools. Give me a good tool and I'm all about it because I believe they make my life so much more efficient, especially when it comes to social media. And today I'm going to share with you 7 tools I use that no one ever talks about, and I don't know why. And I want you to know what they are, so hopefully they can help you too. Are you ready to dive in? I know I am. Episode 281 starts right now. Hey there, welcome to the Lora Shipman Show. We hang out here weekly to talk about things like social media, entrepreneurship, marketing, tools, strategies, tips, and it all starts right now. Hey there, before we get started with this show, I just want to share my passion with you. I love teaching people just like you how to master social media for business, breaking it down into easy to consume and easy to execute steps so that you can see immediate results. So whether you want to start a social media consultancy or grow your brand's presence on social media, I can help. I can help you get started and master all the things that you need to know. So I want you to go over to my website. It is filled with resources, tools, tips, and courses. Visit lorashipman.com. That's LORA shipman.com to get all the goods. Now, you ready for the show? I know I am. Let's get started. Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I am so glad you are here with me today because I've got some juicy tools that I want to share with you that I'm sure a lot of you've never heard of before, but I think they are going to be total game changers for you. So let's just dive right in. The first one that I talk about a lot, actually, so it may not be so much of a secret, but I talk about it, but I don't make a big deal about it. And that is using an idea bank. This is my favorite tool and one that I use daily because you never know when a content idea is going to come to you. And I think of content ideas all day long. Like I could be reading a book and one will pop up. I can be just having a conversation with somebody and it pops up. Now, there are a couple of different ways to use idea banks. My biggest tip here is make sure it is something that is super accessible, something that no matter where you are and what you're doing, you can organize and jot down that idea so you never forget it. I mean, I forget what the statistic is. I think it's like over 50%. We forget almost over 50% of everything we try and remember. So if you don't write it down, it didn't happen. So here's some of the things that I've used in the past to record my ideas. Right now I'm using Evernote. That is what I'm using and it's working really, really well for me. And they have a free version and it's pretty robust and it's working great. But I've also used Trello, a simple Google Sheet or Excel spreadsheet. I like Google Sheets better because if you have a Google account and you've got your phone, you can always access your Google Sheets. The Notes app on your phone, whatever it is that you can get access to no matter what you're doing and where you are. So if you're on your phone, great. If you're at your laptop, is it the same app that you're using across all devices so that it's always updated? That's the key, because you don't want to have little ideas sprinkled throughout your digital life or even on paper and sticky notes because they get lost and disorganized and it doesn't work very effectively. So that is what I recommend. I love Evernote because I can get it on my laptop, on my phone, and on my iPad. And this is not sponsored by any means. It's just the stuff that I love to use. The second tool that is a total game changer for me, and I have to thank my daughter for this because she called me one day out of the blue and she's like, Mom, this one is life-changing and you're going to love it. It's called Quillbot, Quillbot. And all I can say is just learn how to say it better. So have you ever had that opportunity or have you ever had that issue where you're writing something and it just seems really wordy and maybe convoluted and it's not flowing as nicely as you would? I like to use this little tool mostly for my hooks. So I'll type my hook or even just a written paragraph into the space provided on Quillbot. And then I will click on the paraphrase button and it just magically creates something that might be a little bit more creative and a little bit more concise. And it's just a fun way to get a new idea on how to communicate your message. I love this tool. It's free. They have a paid version, but the free version's pretty cool. So go check that out and let me know how you do coming up with new hooks or new statements or new paragraphs because of this little tool. Okay, the next one that's really cool that I love is Google Blog title generators. Now, I know we're not writing blogs. I mean, you might be, but I'm coming from the mindset that a hook is just the same as a blog title or an email subject line. All three of those instances, you want the person to read more, right? So use these tools that bloggers use for your hooks. It just makes sense. And you will come up with, like the Google Blog title generator. God, I wish I could talk. You just throw your concept or your idea in there and it gives you ideas. It's really cool. I love that one. My next tool that I love is Feedly. And this is really good if you research topics and you need to know more information, or even if it's just helping you learn more about your industry and what's new and what trends are out there. Feedly is great for pulling all the articles for that topic together, and they sort them by month. And so you can see, all these great articles that were written about whatever topic you're interested in. I love that. It's a lifesaver. The next tool, I never hear anybody talking about this, honestly, is Creator Studio. And I don't know why, unless I'm just asleep and under a rock somewhere. Nobody ever talks about Facebook Creator Studio. And I love this tool because it allows me to schedule both my Facebook and my Instagram posts into the future. Now, anybody who's been around Instagram for a long time knows that we haven't had that tool. I mean, Creator Studio has been around for a little bit, but in the good old days, we didn't have the opportunity to schedule Instagram posts. Now that we can, I love using this tool and it's so easy to use. So check out Facebook's Creator Studio, such a great little tool. And then the other little tool that I love is the Facebook Business Suite phone app. I love this because you can actually schedule Instagram stories using Business Suite. So check that one out and you can create stories. I like to use them for motivational quotes and things like that. I'll just create a bunch of motivational story quotes and schedule them out. And it's great. It's a great little tool. And then my last one is HubSpot's topic generator. It kind of works the same as the Google Blog title generator. Same thing, you put in a concept and then you receive 5 ideas back. So if I wanted to put in social media content and that's all I gave the HubSpot topic generator, I will receive 5 different ways to create content around that topic. It is amazing and it'll get your creative juices flowing. And this is really good if you just don't even know, if you don't have any content. Like if you're thinking, I want to write about blogging, but I ran out of content ideas. This will phrase it in such a way that you'll get a really good idea and it will be amazing. I don't know. Those are my 7 tools that I love. It's really great for generating content and it helps you get some really good ideas and some juicier ways of saying things so it doesn't sound blah and boring. All right, my friends, well, that does it for this episode. I want to know if you use any of these tools and what you think of them. And I also want to know which ones were new to you. It would be so great for me to hear that because I love it when people discover something new, especially if it's something super amazing, because it's just a game changer. Anyway, so if you do learn something new and if you try something and you really like the way it worked, go ahead, take a screenshot, let me know, throw it up in your stories. Make sure you tag me on Instagram at Lora_Shipman. And I would be so excited to see what you learned and what tools you're using now because of this episode. All right, my friends. Well, that does it until next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, hug the ones you love, but most of all, stay social. Hey there. I just want to say thank you for spending time with me here today. I know your time is super valuable, which is why I am dedicated to providing lots of usable, actionable information in the shortest amount of time possible. Before you go, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a future episode. And if you have ideas or topics you would like me to cover in an upcoming show, let me know about it in the comment section provided.